Someone once said that a journey begins with just one step. Learning English is a long, difficult journey. As difficult as walking all the way from China to England. You walk across the long length of China, seeing ahead of you the huge mountains of Kazakhstan. You carry on and on as the air becomes colder as you enter Russia. Maybe you pick up a quick glass of vodka in Moscow, and then you walk on past Warsaw, on and on through Berlin, as you smell the German sausage in the air. Your legs are tired and heavy, but the sound of accordion music wakes you up as you walk through the streets of Paris. But still your journey continues as you walk through the fields of Normandy, through the dark tunnel as the cars honk at you, and exhausted you crawl through the wet fields of England.
You sense something up ahead. A city. It's London.
You walk down the Mall as the crowd scream your name. Eventually you reach Buckingham Palace and the Queen of England is there to greet you. And you sit on her balcony, drinking tea and eating cakes as you speak to her in your perfect English. Well, it's a long journey, but it's possible. Once my English was a lot worse than yours, but I learnt English word by word as you too will learn it. Hope to see you in my class. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon from England. Welcome to today's class. Can everyone hear me? Please answer in the comments. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Yeah, good. Mega, you say the link doesn't work? I saw you backstage. So I think the link does work. If you follow the link again, then I guess I will be able to see you backstage again. Okay, so today's live stream. Does anyone know what today's live stream topic is? Answers in the comments. Do we know? Yeah, the future. Let's get my PDF ready. Whoops, not that one. Let's try again. Remove that. Okay, there we go. The future. So we did before, the present, and then the past, and now we are doing the future. So the present is now. The past is before now. When is the future? Answers in the comments. Do you know Nisha? Do you know Mega? When is the future? The future is the future, Mega. You mean, that's the answer to the question before. We're doing the future. Yeah, when is the future? Who can tell me? The future is in the future. Yeah, after now, says Dracula. Hello, Dracula. I don't know. Do I know you, Dracula? Are you a new student? Yeah, the future is after now. Present is now. The past is before now. The future is after now. But unfortunately, as we know, English is not easy, very difficult. So there are many after nows, many different future tenses, and that is what we are going to talk about today. When something that has not happened yet but will happen. Okay, Mega, I can see you backstage. Do you want to come on stage? Hello, Mega. Can you answer in the comments, in the general chat or the private chat? Do you want to come on stage? Yes. Okay, let's bring Mega on stage. Your camera, you've got your camera off today. You don't want your camera on, I don't know. Hello, Mega. Can you hear me? Hello, Mega. Hello, can you hear me? Mega, you're on stage now. You're on stage. Can you speak with your microphone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you can hear me. Yeah, and we can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you. You don't want your camera on today?
I can have it on.
Okay, good. So how is everything in India? Are you having a good day?
Yes, sir. It's hot summer after spring, so waiting for summer vacation. Vacation is approaching.
Oh, okay. Do you have any plans for your summer holiday?
My sister will come here with her daughter, so we will have picnics and some small one-day trips.
Oh, that's nice. Where will you go to?
Garden, mountain, beach.
Gardens, mountains, and
Beaches.
beaches. Yeah. That's nice. Okay, so the future. So again, like the present and the past, there are different future tenses. What is the first future tense? Mega, do you know?
Yes, sir. Simple future tense or future simple.
Yes. Sorry, let me go to my classroom. Where am I? Here's my classroom. Let me go forward past all of my introduction slides. Let's get a clean page. The future simple. So when do we use the future simple?
Future simple tense we use when we want to talk about the future time or any future action or incident, future planning, the time after now.
Yeah, just after now, I guess. Let me just see what it says online. When do we use the future simple? I mean, I usually talk about the other future tenses, not the future simple. Whoops. I usually just say after now. Future simple usage. What does it say?
Like we will go to the
Whoops.
mountains, beaches, and gardens in the vacation.
Used to express actions or events that will happen in the future. Yeah, very simple. Okay, so actions or situations after now. Okay, so that sounds nice and simple. Unfortunately, this tense has 3 different forms. Did you know that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what are the different sentence types in English?
Sentence types. 4 types of sentences are there.
Yeah, what are the different types? Can you see my circles?
Yes, sir.
Number 1 here, what are these different sentence types?
Declarative.
Yeah. Okay, the declarative is actually 2 types of sentence. What is the first type of sentence?
Statement.
Yes, an affirmative, because declarative could be an affirmative, number 1, or it could be number 2. So number 1 is an affirmative, a yes sentence. Most sentences are affirmative sentences, sometimes called positive sentences. Can you give me an affirmative future simple sentence, Mega?
Yes, we'll go to the mountains tomorrow.
One more time.
We will go to the mountains tomorrow. Go to the mountains, go on to the mountains.
Okay, I didn't hear your subject. We will go to the mountains
tomorrow.
Okay, so that is one of the three future forms. Which future form did you choose there?
Future simple.
Yeah, but as I said, there are three different future simple forms. What are they?
Future continuous tense. Future
Oh, no,
perfect tense.
we mustn't get confused with different tenses. They're all the future simple, but they have different forms.
Forms.
Okay, so you have given me the
Okay.
future with will. What are
And
the other
affirmative.
future simple
A
forms?
negative.
The other forms are be going to. Do you remember be going to?
Oh, okay. Yes, we will be going to the beaches tomorrow, or to the mountains. Okay. Yes, sir.
No, not we will be going to, but
We are going to.
yeah, we are going to the mountains tomorrow.
Okay.
So maybe we need to put all three if there's some confusion. But
Yes.
let's do a different sentence. Can you do a different sentence?
Yes, sir. We are going to the.
Actually, sorry, that is not be going to. We are going,
To
and what's next?
the market tomorrow.
That's not be going to. You've given me the third future form.
Third. Okay. We will be going to.
No, that's a different tense. So what it is we are going to go to the
Okay.
mountains. Let's do something else, to the market this afternoon. Okay, but that's just two of the three future forms. What's the third future simple form?
Sorry, sir.
What is the third future simple form?
Third. I don't know.
Present continuous for the future.
Okay.
Do you remember
are
this now?
We are going to the beaches tomorrow.
We are going to what?
We are going to the beaches on the weekend.
The
This weekend.
beaches, plural,
This
as
weekend.
possible. We
We
are going to the beaches this weekend.
This weekend.
Is that what you said? Yeah. So there are three different forms. What are the
Okay.
three different future simple forms?
Will go.
So
Are
just
going.
so future with will, number one. Number two.
Okay. Future with will. Future with are going to
Be going to. Be going to.
be going to
Okay. And number three?
be going to go.
No, number three is the present continuous for the future. So
Oh,
have you
be
seen those three forms before or not?
yes, sir. But I was not like aware that like these three are the simple future.
They're all
forms.
simple, yeah, because if you want to do the other ones, we have different forms.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's try again with negative. Yeah, in the comments as well, any negative sentences starting with future with will. Answers in the comments. Negative. Can you give me a negative future simple sentence with will?
Sir, I have to. Yes.
I'm sorry?
I have to answer, sir, or the audience.
Are you please? Yeah, I tried to say your name, Mega.
Okay. Okay, sir. We will not. We won't go to the mountains tomorrow.
Can we do a different verb? A different main verb?
Okay. We will not come to your home tomorrow. Come to your home.
As possible. Good. So that's future with will. Okay. Answers in the comments. Any more future with will negative sentences? She will not come to the live stream, Nisha. Yeah. Why is there a full stop in the middle of your sentence, Nisha? Dracula says he will not forgive you. Dracula. I hope Dracula will forgive you, or there could be trouble. Do you know who Dracula is, Mega?
No, sir.
You don't know Dracula, the movie? The man with the big teeth, the vampire who eats people.
Okay. No, I
No?
haven't seen.
Okay, well, we've got Dracula is on the live stream.
Yeah, I have. Oh, we have to be careful.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to get bitten. Okay, can you give a negative sentence with be going to?
We are not going to go, or I am not going to go.
Yeah. Can you change the verb? We don't want go all of the time.
Oh, okay. I am not going to eat rice tomorrow. Rice
Yeah.
today, tonight. Rice tonight.
Yeah, good. Okay. Do we have any in the comments? Can you read some from the comments, Mega?
Yes, sir. But there is no sentence with going to.
Oh yeah, good.
I
I'll
will
just
not
put
attend
the old one.
live.
Sorry, Jessica has one with Will. I will not attend the live stream today. We're moving now to be going to. Be going to. Anyone? No one is going to write a be going to sentence in the chat. No? Okay, let's do one with present continuous. So you remember present continuous, Mega, yes?
Yes, sir.
But we can also have present continuous for the future. So it's the same. The only difference is we use it for a future meaning. Maybe we add a future word. Okay, let's try that. Okay. So what
Sir,
is your present continuous for the future sentence?
negative, no, sir?
Negative, yeah.
Okay. She is not going to swim tomorrow morning.
She's not going to swim tomorrow morning. Good. Okay, then we have the questions. Remember, we have two types of questions in English, two basic types of questions, Mega. What are the two types of questions?
Affirmative and negative?
Kind of, but that's like another kind of sub question. The first subgroup is yes, no questions.
Second is
So,
WH word.
I'm sorry?
WH word questions?
Yes. So can you give me a yes, no question with will?
Will.
Future with will.
Will you come to the party tomorrow or
Yeah, good.
on Saturday? Will you come to the party on Saturday?
Yeah. I won't. Will you? Will you come to the party on Saturday?
Yes, I will.
There we go.
I
Yeah, I was
like
just writing your sentence. Sorry?
I like go to the parties.
You like parties. Is there a party on
But
Saturday? Or is it
our
just an
party is
imaginative?
different. Our party is different than
Then what?
UK and US parties.
Then what? English and American parties, is it? Okay.
Indian
Maybe,
parties are different.
yeah. That sounds fun. I will go to one day. And then a yes, no question with be going to.
Be going to, okay.
Be going to, yeah. Can you give me a question? A yes, no question?
Are you going to enjoy in the vacation?
One more time.
Are you going to enjoy in the vacation or are you going to
Enjoin. Did you say enjoin?
enjoy?
Enjoy.
Are
Yeah,
you going
good.
to enjoy
Yeah,
the vacation?
I'm going to enjoy my vacation. And the last question with whoops.
Going to go.
Sorry, we made a mistake with the negative. Yeah, the negative we did the be going to twice.
Yes, sir. So instead
So
of
can you do the negative sentence with present continuous for the future?
yes, sir.
We need to change it. Can you change it? It's not she is not going to swim tomorrow morning. That is be going to. We want present continuous. Are we going to the museum? Says Nisha. Yeah, Nisha. Which form have you chosen there? Okay, shall I help you? Priya, so for the negative, it should be she is not swimming. That's present continuous for the future.
She is not swimming. Oh,
Yeah. Have you seen this before when we use present continuous for the future?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's do present continuous question. Yes, no question.
Shall I borrow your pen?
That's shall. That's not present continuous.
Okay, present continuous.
I mean, shall is a kind of future form sometimes.
Future.
Shall is strange. With questions, it's a bit different.
Yes, sir.
I don't usually include shall. So present continuous, yes, no question.
Is she giving the return gifts?
Return gifts.
Return gifts. Yes.
What's a return gift?
Party return, birthday return gifts, birthday party?
Party return gifts? I don't know what that means.
Like birthday party return gifts?
Don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. So a birthday present? Is she
Like
giving...
suppose today is your birthday, you invited your friends, like you invited me too for your birthday party. I will give you a present for your birthday, and then before the party ends, you will give return gifts to all the invitees.
Yeah, I haven't heard that word used, but I think I understand what you mean. So it's when the host, whose birthday it is, gives people presents. When it's their birthday, yes?
Sorry, sir?
You come to my birthday party, you give me a birthday present, then I give you a present also for coming.
Return.
We don't really have a special word for that in English.
Okay, we call it a return gift.
Yeah, so I can understand it, but yeah, people might not know what you mean. So we'll just say, is she giving... it's quite a complicated sentence, really. In English, we'd have to... But is she giving gifts at her birthday party? Is what the way we would have to say it in English.
Gifts,
Whoops, not him. Sorry, just gifts.
Is she giving...
Sorry, I have problems speaking and writing at the same time. Sometimes I make mistakes.
That's fine.
Notice.
Happens.
So yeah, you have to tell me if I'm making mistakes. Sorry, can we read... Mega, can you read some of the comments from the future? From the comments?
Yes, sir.
From the comments.
Am I going to pass the IELTS?
Yeah, good. That's be going to. Am I going to pass? We'd usually say the IELTS exam.
The IELTS.
Yeah, good. Okay, so then WH questions. Can you give me a WH question?
Yes, sir.
What, why, when, how, who?
When is your sister coming?
Okay, which one have you chosen? Will, be going to, or present continuous?
Okay. When will your sister come?
Yeah, so that's future with will. When will your sister come? My sister might come, I don't know, next month. Okay, and then with be going to, Mega?
Where are you all going to go for?
Where are you all going to go? Yeah.
For the vacation.
Yeah, for the vacation or for your vacation. Yeah, where are you going to go for your vacation, Mega?
Yes, sir.
Where are you going to go for your vacation?
We will just go on one-day trips.
Okay, just lots of little one-day trips. Okay, and then the last one with the present continuous for the future. Can you give me one?
Yes, sir. Who are all going to come with you?
Who are all going to come with you? That is not present continuous.
What?
There's too many words.
Who all are coming?
It would be generally who is.
On the picnic.
One more time. Who is what?
Who all are coming?
Yeah, we don't really say who all. We would
Okay.
say who is coming to the picnic
To the picnic.
or on the picnic. Yeah. There we go. You've done it. So you know all of those three future forms, Mega. Yes.
Yes, sir. Now
And
I know.
they're all the same. They're just future simple. So we analyze. Will is just will plus main verb. So you know these words: auxiliary verb, main verb.
Yes, sir.
So auxiliary verb is will, main verb. What is the form of the main verb with will?
Who? Base form.
Yeah, base form or infinitive. I usually call it infinitive. Or bare
Infinite.
infinitive.
Okay.
Okay, same with be going to. Be going to, and then the main verb is the infinitive form. How do we form the present continuous?
To be verb and ing form of the verb. Main verb.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if we need to do that again because we did it in the present live stream. It's the same as the normal present continuous. We just use it differently for the future. Okay, let's try and change the color. Yeah, so just the present continuous, auxiliary be, main verb, infinitive plus ing. And then we just do one thing to change affirmative to negative. What is that one thing, Mega?
We just have to add not to the
Yeah.
sentence.
So where does that go when we talk in relation to the auxiliary and the main verb? Does
I
it
sorry, I
go?
did not understand the question.
So where do we put the negative word, which can be not,
Okay.
it can be negative? Where does it go exactly?
Between the auxiliary and infinitive verbs.
Yeah, good. In all three forms, it's at the same place, in the middle, like a
In the middle.
sandwich. Okay,
Auxiliary and
so
infinitive.
yeah, good. And then we follow the standard formula for yes/no questions. What's the formula in English for questions?
Help to be verb or auxiliary verb,
Yeah, and then
then noun
yeah. So the
or
subject
pronoun.
and the auxiliary verb switch. That's the standard question formula in English. Okay.
Yes.
So auxiliary verb,
And
subject,
the subject.
main verb. That's for all of the forms. Same here. Auxiliary verb, subject, main verb. Same here. Auxiliary verb, subject, main verb. Okay, and then the same formula for WH. We just have WH question, then auxiliary verb, then subject. Okay, let's practice this. Why are you going to the museum, says Nisha. Yeah, present continuous for the future. Okay, the three future forms. Are there any differences, Nisha, between will, be going to, and present continuous for the future? Any differences? Answers in the comments. What are the differences for the different future simple forms? No? Sorry, did I say Nisha? I meant Mega. Sorry, Mega. It has Nisha underneath your camera. I was confused. Mega. And any differences between these three future forms?
Yes, sir. In the first future form, there is modal auxiliary verb and the infinitive, bare infinitive. In second, there is to be verb, to be verb plus going to plus bare infinitive. And in third, to be verb plus going to.
Yeah, but I
First,
mean in the usage, in the way we use them. That's what I mean. Do we use them in the same way or differently? Different situations, I mean. Do we use them all for the same kind of situations or different?
no, for different, same situation. I mean, for the future actions.
Yeah, no, we use them a little bit differently. So
Oh,
you might remember this word plan, okay? Some are for a future plan, some are for no plan. You know, sometimes you get a new idea, and
yes, sir.
then we call that a no plan situation. So which forms are for plans?
Going
Will,
to,
yeah, be going to. and present continuous for the future. Present
Yes.
continuous for the future we often use for arrangements. Do you know that word arrangement?
Yes.
So arrangement is it's like a plan really, but I explain this by saying it's kind of a plan where we have lots of information. For example, I'm meeting my sister at 7:00 this evening in Trafalgar Square. Okay, so lots of precise information. But don't worry too much. If you do not follow the rules, it's not really bad. It's just like guidance. Be going to is for plans. Present continuous for the future is for arrangements. Will is usually for no plan. For example, okay, I look outside and I say, oh, it's raining. And then I make a new plan. What can I say with will?
I will eat pakoda.
Is that what people eat when it's raining in India?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can say, yeah, maybe I won't, I won't play football outside. I will go to the gym inside, maybe. Yeah, new plan with will. Okay, let's play the game. Do you remember the true or false game?
No, sir.
Yeah, so it's just sentences with true or false. Okay, let's start with be going to, future plans. Be going to. Okay, so my sentence is I'm going to go to the Philippines this summer. What do you think, true or false? Am I going to go to the Philippines? I think I've spelt it wrong, this summer. What do you think, true or false? So this is me, Mega.
True.
You think true? Why do you think true?
According to the sentence structure.
No, I mean, this is not a grammar game. This is about real life. This is me and my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So do you think I'm going to go to the Philippines this summer? Do you think that statement
no.
is true or false?
False.
Now you think it's false. Why do you think that's false?
I don't think you will have time to.
Okay, let's ask the computer. Computer, am I going to go to the Philippines this summer? The answer is true.
True.
Like last
Really?
summer. Yeah, I go and I teach online. I
Wow.
teach online at home, and I can teach anywhere as an online teacher. And that's a nice, fun place to live. Okay, so
Yeah.
the game is Chris and Mega. That's 1 point for Chris. Okay, now your sentence, Mega. What is your sentence? So maybe it's true, maybe it's false, and we must guess.
Okay. It's a guessing game.
Yeah, well, it can be it can be an educated guess. That means I can use my information about you to guess,
Okay.
not a complete guess. So what is your sentence?
Sentence I have to think of. I think I told everything what I'm going to do in the vacation now. You know everything.
Just say anything, and I will
Something
choose
else.
true or
What else?
false. So yeah, don't worry
I
about vacation. Just
okay.
any future plan, or it can be true or false.
Okay. About a future plan. Okay. I'm going to buy a house
Okay. Any time information?
in a year.
Okay. You didn't sound very sure. I'm going to buy a house in a year. Yes, no question. Is Mega going to buy a house in a year? You didn't sound very sure about this, Mega. So I think maybe this is false. Is it false?
Right. I want to buy, but I don't think so I'll be able to in this in a year.
Yeah, your voice, your tone of voice didn't sound very sure when you said it. So do you know what that means, Mega?
Yes, sir.
It
Now
means
I
that
will also observe.
Chris has 2 points now. There
That's
we
a
go.
hit. carefully.
Okay, who wants to play this game in the audience? So, Mega, Dracula, Nisha, do you want to play the true or false game? Write a sentence, and we can choose if your statement is true or false. Jessica, where are you?
Everyone knew the answer. That it was false.
Everyone knew that it was false. Mega was not going
Sure.
to buy a house in a year. How did you all know? Okay, so who's next? Dracula. What is Dracula going to do? Is Dracula going to bite someone? I'm going to ride a bike this weekend, says Dracula. Mega, is that true or false?
True.
Dracula, is that true? Hello, Dracula. Please tell us, are you going to ride a bike this
No,
weekend?
false.
False.
I got
Dracula
all
is not
wrong
going to ride a
answers.
bike. What are you going to do, Dracula? Okay, let's play the same.
Don't know
You don't know
driving,
how
man.
to drive. You don't know how to drive. Nisha, it's too late. Dracula said no. He's not going to ride a bike. Okay, now same game. Present continuous for the future. So this is an arrangement. So it's an arrangement is a plan, but I mean it's like a plan with lots of detail. So I probably the more near future. Let me just write here. Arrangements. Let me do an example. So I will talk about this week because this week is close. So I will probably have lots of detail about my plan. I will have an arrangement. So we'll write true or false again. Okay, and I'm playing music in a pub on Wednesday. Or do you think? Answers in the comments. Mega, what do you think? Is this true? Is this false? You think false. Why do you think false, Mega?
I don't think, sir, you will have time to go to play.
You don't think I have time to do anything, Mega? Why do you think I'm busy all the time?
You're busy teaching students, sir.
You think I do this all the time? I never stop. 24-hour, like a robot. Okay, any more answers in the comments? Dracula's laughing. Ha ha ha. Am I playing music in a pub on Wednesday? Nisha, Dracula, what do you think? No response. Okay, let's ask the computer. Computer says not what Mega says. True.
It's true?
I'm playing music in a pub on Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I do something. I'm the host of something. It's called Open Mic. Have you heard of Open Mic? No? So, mic is microphone. Open means anyone can do it.
Okay.
So, I'm the host. We go to the pub and I go to the microphone like this and I say, hello, would anyone like to come up and play? People come up with their guitar or their piano or with their karaoke and sing a song. Or they can do some comedy. So, yes. And Mega, that means I have 3 points and you have 0, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, we need you to recover. So, yeah, can you give us a future arrangement, Mega, using present continuous for the future?
I'm singing songs on every Saturday.
Well, Mega, that's a bit confusing because when you use that word, that's really a present tense, present simple, isn't it, for regular actions? So we don't want a regular action. We want a future arrangement. So we don't want words like every. We want words like this or tomorrow
This.
or next.
Okay.
This weekend, you're singing songs?
Yeah, okay. I mean, we can write that sentence. I'm
songs this weekend. A bit more information because an arrangement is something where you've made a plan. So I want to feel like you've made a plan here. This doesn't really sound it's like it's a very detailed plan. Where are you singing? Are you singing at a concert? Are you singing at your friend's house?
At a music class? At a class?
Mm. Okay, everyone, what do we think about this? Is Mega singing songs this weekend at a music class? I'm not sure if she sounds very sure about this. What do you think, Dracula? Dracula thinks it's true. Nisha, do you think it's true? Is Mega singing songs this weekend at a music class? I don't know if I can believe Dracula and Nisha. I might have to just use my own opinion. So that's Mega's statement, and that's Chris's. Okay, again, Mega, yeah, the tone of your voice, you didn't sound very sure. So I'm going to go for false. What is the answer?
It's true.
Oh, damn, I'm wrong. Okay, more information. What is it? Where is this music class?
It's in my town, and Saturday I go to music class, so that's why I wasn't able to attend the live stream last Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Every Saturday.
Mm. So you sing and other people play maybe other instruments also, do they?
Yes, people like they come to learn instruments, singing.
Mm.
I'm going
Okay.
to learn singing.
Good. Okay, that is the end of the first future tense, the present simple. And that took a long time, but it is quite difficult. People think, future simple is simple, but there are 3 different forms. And you didn't realize that. You did realize it, Mega, but maybe you forgot. Maybe you thought they were different tenses, but they're all the same tense. So it's one of the many confusing, difficult things with English. But I think all of you know these ones. Just need to practice them. But now we're going to move on to the next next tense. And I think we will have a break after the next tense because that will be an hour, 5-minute break before we do number 3. Land S. Hello, Land S. Are you new or do I know you and you've changed your name? So can you tell Land S what we're doing, Mega?
Yes, hello Land S. We are doing future tense. So we just completed future simple.
Yeah, and there are 3 forms. A lot of people don't completely realize this. What are the 3 forms of the future simple?
So we can write future tense in 3 ways, in 3 forms. There are 3 forms of future tense. First, with will and infinitive. In the other words, we can say the base form of the verb or bare infinitive. The second way is to be verb plus going to plus again bare form of the bare infinitive. And the third way is present continuous. So to be form, to be verb and ing form of the verb, main verb.
Yeah, so same as the present continuous. For the present, we just use it for the future. Okay, and yeah, so these are all for the future simple, so that just means any time after now. But there are some small differences. What are the small differences, Mega? Between the 3 different forms. Remember what we talked about?
Yes.
What's the other difference?
Yes. So the difference is going to and the present continuous are like arrangements. They are like we have already planned about the future. About like it's like planning.
Yeah. And remember, you don't have to worry too much, but generally the present continuous is the biggest plan. So you have the most information. I'm meeting my friend this afternoon at 2:00 outside the kebab shop. Whereas a plan, you might have less information. I'm going to go to India this summer. But don't worry too much, okay? And will is generally for different things, but often no plan.
Yes.
Okay, I'm hungry. Bing, new idea. I will cook some spaghetti for dinner. Okay, there's a few other things, but that's enough for now. This is a very quick introduction to all the tenses, so we will not hang around. Okay, you don't know a lot, says Land. Okay, well, welcome to school. Let's go to school, as they say. Okay, future tense number 2, Mega. What is this?
It's future continuous tense.
Yeah, good. And when do we use this one?
We use future continuous tense to talk about the action which will be going on in at a certain period of time in the future.
Yeah, good. Where did you find that definition? Is that from your head or from a book?
Yeah, yes, from my I'm an English teacher also
Oh
in
yeah,
India.
I forgot. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's a good one. I just want to see what my AI internet companion says. Whoops, I
So
can't
from
even.
my material, like I taught
Yeah,
tenses last
well,
month. So,
different books say things in different ways.
yes, sir.
Internet AI says an ongoing action that will be in progress at a specific time in the future. Yeah, like you said. A bit like, remember, past continuous was unfinished past actions. This is kind of unfinished future actions at a specific future time. Okay, I'll just use my definition. Or situation. It can be a situation. Okay, finished future actions, situations at a specific future time. Okay, so what are the 4 different sentence types, Mega?
Four different like declarative, interrogative,
Yeah, so declarative includes affirmative and negative.
negative.
So we divide the declarative into 2 types. So we start with affirmative. Can you give us a future continuous sentence?
Yes, sir.
Having a think. Okay, answers in the comments. Any future continuous sentences?
I will be in a party this evening.
Or where is the future continuous part?
I will be
That sounds.
parting. I will be parting.
So you've changed your sentence. Yeah. First sentence was I will be in a party. Now
There
you've
was
changed to
future simple.
I will be partying.
I will be parting.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
This-
kind of an informal colloquial verb to use party as a verb, but it's possible. I
Okay.
will be partying. When is your specific future time?
This evening
Yeah,
or
often with
this
the
weekend.
future. Yeah, often with the future continuous, we give quite a precise time. For example, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
We don't have to. I mean, we see people using it differently, but often it is quite a precise time.
Okay. At
Um,
8 o'clock to at 8 p.m. to tonight.
yeah, I mean, because if it's not precise, it can be the future simple.
Yes.
But yeah, you can say tonight, but often it will be more precise. I will be partying. Okay, and the good news. What's the good news, Mega?
Sorry, sir.
What is the good news for this tense?
Good news.
Yeah, for the grammar of this tense. What is good about it? What is
There
nice
is
about
only
it?
one way of
Yeah, good.
using
We don't have to
future.
worry about 3 forms, just 1 form. So that's nice. Okay, so let's just see. Are there any new sentences in the comments, Mega? Can you read any?
Yes, sir. Dracula is saying, I will be playing at 2 o'clock.
Good. Dracula will be playing. What will you be playing, Dracula? What do Draculas play? Playing what? Just playing? Usually when we say playing, that sounds like a child, like children just play. But that's grammatically correct, Dracula. Well done. Let's go to the negative, Mega. What is your negative sentence?
I will not be partying at 8 p.m. tonight.
Yeah, that's cheating a little bit. Can you give me a new sentence?
New one? Okay, sir. I will not be I will not be Sir, not
Sorry, yeah. I will not be.
reading
Mm.
a book tonight. Oh, a book.
Yeah.
I will not be reading a book at 8 p.m. tonight. Or
Actually, it sounds less strange with just tonight for the negative.
okay,
Because
I will
negative
not.
actions can always sound strange, especially at the precise times. So, and I just want to show that sometimes we use it for quite a big time, but often it is used for a precise time. I suppose with the negative, it sounds more strange used with a precise time, doesn't it? Don't you think? Well, I think it does. So let's just do it like that. Okay, any example sentences in the comments? What will you not be doing tonight? Dracula, Land S, Nisha. I won't be going out tonight, for example. I won't be teaching at 8 o'clock, for example. I will probably be watching TV. Okay, then we move on to the yes, no questions. Mega, what is your yes, no question?
Are you?
Oh, doesn't sound right. What is the auxiliary verb here?
Oh, will you? Will
Yeah.
you be?
Will you be? Sounds good so far. Will you be what?
Will you be listening to the music?
Sounds like you haven't finished. Have you finished?
No, I'm thinking about the time. Will you be listening to the music this evening,
Yeah.
or will you be listening to the music at 6 o'clock?
Yeah, either.
At 6 p.m.
Okay. Will you be studying English this evening, Mega?
Yes. Sir.
Yeah, can you give me a full sentence?
Will you be studying English at 6:30 p.m. this evening?
Sorry, no, I meant answering my question. I said, what did I say? I said,
Yes.
will you be studying English this evening? And what's the
Yes, I
answer?
will be studying English at this
Yeah,
time in the evening.
yeah, good,
Yes.
Land. I will be going to my dance school, except we are doing the yes/no questions, like Dracula.
So
Will you
will
be
I be
traveling
going?
tomorrow?
Will you be traveling tomorrow
Yeah.
at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, good. Often it is more precise, especially for a different day. For example, often like the same time. For example, will you be teaching at this time tomorrow, Mega?
No,
Will you be
sir.
teaching at this time tomorrow? Yeah, no. Can you give me a
No,
full sentence?
no, I won't be teaching at this time tomorrow.
Yeah, good. And then the last one, the WH. Mega, can you give us a WH question?
Who will attend tomorrow's live stream uh, at
Oh,
this time?
that's not future continuous.
Who will be attending?
Yeah, who will be attending?
Who will be attending tomorrow's
Live stream
live stream
at this time,
at this time?
which is 2 o'clock UK time. Yeah, good. Okay, so how do we form each sentence type? Mega. So the affirmative, what are the three different verb parts? Number one.
Subject,
Yeah.
verb, and ing subject to be verb and ing form of infinitive.
Yeah. So what do we call the different verbs? Will and be, or what kind of verb?
Will be is to be verb,
Yeah, good. But they're kind of the auxiliary verb. They're not the main
auxiliary
verb.
verb,
And what's the form of the main verb?
main verb, ing form of the main verb,
With what?
plus a main verb with main verb
Infinitive plus ing. That's
plus
what I
ing.
usually call it. Bare infinitive plus ing. So similar to the present continuous. I am partying, but we have two auxiliary verbs and then the main verb. Okay, then the standard negative formula. What is the standard negative formula for English, Mega?
Subject to be verb, auxiliary verb, not. Then again auxiliary verb, other part of the auxiliary verb.
Oh, yeah, we split the two auxiliary verbs, and between the two auxiliary verbs, we put the negative word. So that's a common thing with English. Okay. And then standard yes, no question formula, standard question formula. So we do a switch. We get the auxiliary verb and we switch it with the subject. Okay, and then we have the main verb, and the same here for the WH question. WH question, auxiliary verb, main verb.
Yes.
Okay, so let's play a game. Let's do this time, shall we, the true or false again.
Yes.
Okay, so let's just write it here, true or false. Future continuous. Let's choose a future time. Let's choose 8 o'clock this. Let's choose 9 o'clock this evening. Okay, 9 o'clock this evening. Okay, I will be cooking dinner at 9 o'clock this evening. That means my action is in process. It started and has not finished. What do you think, Mega? Is this true or is this false?
True.
Why do you think true?
It's dinner time.
Really? That's quite a late dinner time in England. It's usually because I finish working late. Yeah, so correct. Well, it's the future, so we we never know, but that is the plan. So you get a point, Mega. You're getting better at this, I think.
Yeah.
Let's get a point from Mega. And what is your future continuous sentence? Maybe gives a future time.
I will be walking. I will be walking at 8 p.m. this evening.
I will be working at 8.
Walking.
Walking. Like that. Yeah? Walking, yes? Like this. Yeah? Is that what you mean, Mega?
What's it?
Is that what you mean? Walking?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What do we think? Will Mega be walking at 8 o'clock this evening? Answers in the comments. False. Too dangerous for women. Ha ha, says Nisha. Walking is dangerous for women? Dracula says true. It's dangerous if Dracula arrives and you're walking.
Nisha means at 8 o'clock it is dangerous. But in India it isn't. In my city, in my village, it's not.
Yeah, you live in a village, do you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll be walking. Usually for this, we say going for a walk. I will be going for a walk. I guess it is true. Is it true?
False.
Oh dear, I am losing my touch. Well, what will you be doing at 8 o'clock this evening, Mega?
I will be working.
You will be working,
Working.
doing work. Yeah.
Working.
Okay, before we have a break, I've just got one more game I want to play. Did you ever play that game called Charades?
Sir, here go.
Mega, do you know that game Charades?
Damsharas.
Charades. No?
No.
So this is an action game.
Oh,
So I
yes.
use my body to do an action. Sometimes it's called mime.
Okay.
My body will do this. For example, what is this?
Playing piano.
Yeah, good. So we're going to do that game to practice the future continuous, okay?
What is it called, sir? Name of the game? Could you please write the name of the game?
Yeah, can you see in the classroom, charades?
Charades. Okay.
This means using your body to show actions. Okay, so what will I be doing at 8 o'clock this evening? Okay, I'm trying to think of an action. What will I be doing? Answers in the comments. What will I be doing at 6 o'clock this evening?
Smoking.
Yeah, full sentence using the future continuous. What will I be doing?
You will be smoking at 8 p.m. this evening.
Did I say 8 or 6? I can't remember.
6. I also don't remember. 6 p.m. this evening.
What will I be doing at 6 p.m. this evening? Okay, number 1. I will be smoking at 6 p.m. this evening. Okay. Mega, do you want to play charades?
Yes, sir.
Okay, answers in the comments. So if you can write with the full sentence, what will Mega be doing at 6 p.m. this evening? Mega's doing some kind of movement with her hands. What is this? Anyone know? What will Mega be doing at 6 p.m. this evening? Smoking.
Oh, 6 p.m. 6 p.m.
Yeah. 8 p.m. is better, isn't it? Oh, it's a different action for 6 p.m. What is this? This looks curious. What was that? Some kind of... Okay. Yeah, so land S, future progressive, future continuous is the same thing. So ongoing future actions at a specific future time. What will Mega be doing at 6 o'clock this evening? Answers in the comments. Some kind of action with her hands. What is that? Does anyone know? Nisha says, will you be praying at 6 o'clock this evening? Will you be studying? Will you be studying at 6 o'clock this evening? Is that how you study?
No.
Will you be reading at 6 o'clock this evening, like this?
Studying.
Yeah, that's a book. Okay. Dracula is laughing. Ha ha. Okay, I think that's enough for now. So that's halfway through the live stream. We've done the two future tenses. Which two future tenses have we done, Mega?
Future simple and future continuous.
Yeah, so I'm just going to have a 5-minute break. I need to stretch my legs. It's quite a nice day outside. I'll have a look at the nice day outside in England, stretch my legs, have a refreshment, and be back in 5 minutes. I'll put on my video. Have you seen my video?
Yes.
Said that a journey begins with just one.
Yeah, it's actually 5 years old now. It's my introduction video. Yeah, I'll leave you with that. I'll turn my camera off. So yeah, I need to have a stretch. We have 2 more. Do you know what the next 2 future tenses are?
Yes, sir.
You do? Okay, yeah, keep it secret. Yeah, do you want to turn your camera off? Or you can carry on and be the teacher if you want, or you can just have a break.
I'll also take a break, sir.
Yeah, okay. See everyone in a few minutes. I'll leave you with the digital Chris. Okay. If I can remember how to turn my camera off. Can't remember. I can't turn it off. All I can do is remove from stage. You know, it's quite complicated. So when I remove it from stage, I don't know if I can get it back easily. Can I?
one step. Learning English is a long, difficult journey. As difficult as walking all the way from China to England. You walk across the long length of China, seeing ahead of you the huge mountains of Kazakhstan. You carry on as the air becomes colder as you enter Russia. Maybe you pick up a quick glass of vodka in Moscow, and then you walk on past Warsaw, on and on through Berlin, as you smell the German sausage in the air. Your legs are tired and heavy, but the sound of accordion music wakes you up as you walk through the streets of Paris. But still your journey continues as you walk through the fields of Normandy, through the dark tunnel as the cars honk at you. And exhausted, you crawl through the wet fields of England.
You sense something up ahead. A city. It's London.
You walk down the Mall as the crowd scream your name. Eventually you reach Buckingham Palace and the Queen of England is there to greet you. And you sit on her balcony, drinking tea and eating cakes as you speak to her in your perfect English. Well, it's a long journey, but it's possible. Once my English was a lot worse than yours, but I learnt English word by word as you too will learn it. Hope to see you in my class. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, I'm back. I just had a quick break. I hope you didn't miss me too much. Because it's a long live stream. We still have another 2 tenses. It might take up to an hour. Okay, so who is here? Hello, Nisha's still here. Land S. Okay, Mega is backstage. Do you want to come back on stage again, Mega? Anyone else wants to come on stage? Let me know. Oh, that was quick. Did I put you on stage? I wasn't sure. Okay. Yeah, did you? I hope you had a nice break.
Yes.
I still got a sore back, actually. I didn't stretch enough. I'll stretch some more. Okay, so we've done the future simple. Dracula missed me. Okay, so we did the future simple, the 3 forms, and then the future continuous. What are the 3 forms of the future simple, Mega?
Will plus bare infinitive.
Yeah, we just call it the future with will. Okay, and?
The future with will. Then to be verb.
To be going to. Or
To be going to. To be going to and infinitive.
Present continuous for the future.
And be to be and main verb with infinitive ing form.
Yeah, I mean, but when we label them, when we give them names, we just say the future with will, the future with be going to, and present continuous for the future. That's their names. Okay.
Okay.
And what's the difference between them?
Going to and present continuous are used for arrangements, for plannings, and will with future is used for
Used for what?
unplanned action.
Yeah, good. That it's more complicated, but that's just nice and simple. Just think about people get confused with the future tenses, the future forms. I think maybe one is for the near future, one is for the far future. No. The main difference is about plans and no plans for the future simple. Okay. But then we have another 3 tenses, and we've done the second one, the future continuous, for an unfinished future action. Usually at a specific time. Okay, number 3. Okay, who can tell me what future tense number 3 is? Or maybe Mega can.
It's present future perfect tense.
Yeah, to be precise, which future perfect tense?
Future perfect tense
Which one?
means
Which future perfect tense?
which future perfect tense? Third one.
It's called the future perfect simple.
Okay, the future perfect simple. Okay, we call it future perfect tense.
Who does?
We.
At your school? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do, but we, just to be precise, because as we will find out later, there is another future perfect tense.
Okay.
And when we are doing all 4 tenses, we like to keep things very exact and precise. When do we use the future perfect simple? Answers in the comments. Anyone know? Future perfect tense. Dracula, yes. Future. When do we use it? Okay, we'll ask you, Mega. When do we use the future perfect?
When we want to talk about the action which will have been finished at a specific time in the future, or at a
Yeah.
certain time in the future.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. We could say completed future actions. Yeah, we'll use your definition. Actions finished. It could be a situation as well. It doesn't always have to be an action. Situations completed by a specific future time. Okay, so let's start with an affirmative sentence. Mega, can you give me an affirmative sentence? Can you write your sentence as well so we can stick it
Yes, sir.
onto the classroom? Yeah, we can have it in 2 ways. We can have it in my classroom and on the screen, I guess.
Yes, sir. Future perfect simple. Future perfect.
Yeah, Nisha, good. Careful with your spelling. We use the future perfect sim. What do you mean the future perfect sim, Nisha? When we talk about an action or something that will be completed before a specific time in the future. Okay, be careful with your spelling so I can put you up on the screen. And yeah, what is your sentence, Mega?
Sentence. I will have finished my dinner at 8 p.m. tonight. Should I write it, sir?
Yeah, I think it's good practice for you, so you can write it and I can write it. Unfortunately, we can't get you into my classroom yet. It's a bit complicated, so I will write it in my classroom. What did you say? Sorry, I will have what?
I will have finished my dinner
Mm. Yeah.
at 8 p.m. tonight.
Yeah. Usually, what's the best preposition for this tense? There's a special preposition we use for this tense.
By
Yeah, by.
by
Okay. I thought you had late dinners in India, no?
No, I had it, but I just
This is just a
said
complete example. It's
just
not
a
really good.
sentence. Yes, I had
Okay.
my
Yeah, time for one of our time diagrams. Do you like drawing time diagrams?
but I don't know how to draw.
Yeah, in all of our teaching training courses for EFL, English as a Foreign Language, they give us this time diagram. So we got now, and then here's your specific future time, 8 p.m. This evening. So the time zone by makes the time zone bigger. At would just be here, but it's not at, it's by. So you've got this whole future time zone now. Everything between now and 8 p.m. this evening is a possibility. Maybe I will have finished my dinner by 3 p.m., maybe 4 p.m. But because it's dinner, we guess it's probably not early. Yeah, can you see my time diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, do you don't do these things? No, you don't draw time diagrams for your students, Mega?
No, sir.
Okay, Nisha has an interesting sentence. Can you read Nisha's sentence, Mega?
I will have finished my lunch before she arrives.
Is this good English? What is he talking about?
Before she will arrive.
No, that's actually correct.
Correct?
This is, I don't even know how to describe this. I think this might be something, a future time clause. Have you heard of future time clauses?
Yes.
Similar
So the
to
first
condition.
action will be finished before the second action occurs.
Yeah, so here actually we don't use the future simple, even though it's talking about future time. But the strangest thing about this sentence is launch. What does he mean? He will have finished his launch. Do you know what a launch
Launch of
is?
any product, of any course.
Nisha, do you mean lunch? I think you mean lunch, don't you?
Launch. Or
I think you mean
pronounce
lunch. Yeah?
launch. Yes, sir.
Lunch. The meal. I think
No,
that's
not
what you mean.
lunch. Not
Yeah.
lunch.
No, but I can see
Okay.
because launch is
Okay.
strange. What launch? Are you going to launch a rocket?
Lunch.
Possible, but we were thinking, yeah, you're going to launch a new smartphone? Are you going to launch a rocket from your garden? I think you mean lunch.
Lunch.
Can you correct the
It is,
sentence?
oh, yeah.
I mean, it's grammatically correct. The English is correct either way. It's just a bit strange with a launch. Yeah, so let's go to the negative. Can we have a negative sentence, Mega?
Yes, sir. I will not have my English class.
I will not what?
I will not have my English class next week.
That doesn't look like the future perfect simple, Mega. What have you done?
Oh, I will not have.
What is missing from your sentence?
Yeah, V3.
I'm sorry?
V3 is missing. Past
What?
participle.
Did you say V3?
V3. We call it V3. Past
Okay,
participle
yeah.
is missing.
And can we have one?
I will not have eaten, or I will not have traveled.
Yeah, it can't all be about food. I will not have traveled what?
I will have not traveled.
I will not have traveled.
I will not have traveled to Singapore.
Yeah, and then the time information.
By next month.
Yeah, it's possible. So that's all the time between, so here and now. But it's a negative action as well. So you won't have done, yeah, maybe tomorrow, the next day, next day. Yeah, any sentences in the comments? Nisha changed his lunch sentence. Can you read the new correct lunch sentence, Mega? Nisha also is asking you what V3 is. Can you tell him?
V3 is the third form of the verb, past participle form.
What is his V3 in his sentence? I will have finished lunch before my mum arrives.
I will have eaten, where is it? I will have finished
Yeah,
my
what is
lunch.
Nisha's V3?
V3 is finished.
Yeah, good. So yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, I usually just say auxiliary verb 1, auxiliary verb 2, and main verb. We'll label the verb parts soon. We can give them different names. Okay, let's try Risa's sentence. Mega, is this one okay?
The rain will not stop by tonight.
Okay, sorry, Risa, small problem.
Have,
What's wrong?
will not have stopped.
Yeah, Risa, I think you came quite late to this lesson. If you look at the formula of the example, from Mega, I will have finished. You've missed a part of the sentence. We will talk about these parts later. Let's have a look at Risa's new sentence. Is it correct now, Mega?
The rain will not have stopped.
Still another small mistake. So yes, we will talk about this later. But if you look at the example sentence from Mega, it's will plus not plus have. One more time, let's try again. What's Nisha's sentence, Mega?
By the end of this month, I will have saved enough money
Good, Nisha. What are you saving for?
to buy a house.
You're going to
Or
buy a
anything
house
else.
too, like Mega. Okay, Risa, let's try again one more time. Okay, and then let's go on to yes, no questions. Mega, can we have a yes, no? Dracula has a sentence. What's Dracula's sentence? Dracula. That looks like Risa's. Oh, you're correcting Risa's sentence, Dracula. Is Dracula's correction of Risa's sentence correct, Mega?
Yes, sir. The rain will not have stopped by tonight.
Yeah, good. Or the contracted form, Mega. What's the contracted form? That's what we usually use in speech.
Won't.
Yeah, full sentence. The rain won't have stopped.
The train won't have stopped by tonight.
Yeah, good. Nisha says for a rocket. What is Nisha talking about? He's talking about his launch.
Launch.
Okay, let's go back to the yes, no questions. Yes. Okay, Mega, can you give me a yes, no question now? Future perfect, simple. Hello, Mega.
Yes, sir. Will have
Yeah.
you
Will have you?
launched your new course?
Good word.
Will have you launched your new course by next year? By the next year?
By what?
By the next year?
Both are possible, actually. Next year is okay. That's probably more normal. Okay, there's a small mistake. What's wrong? Looking at the formula or the general question formula for English, what is wrong? Will have you.
Will have you launched a new course?
So yeah, you've done auxiliary verb 1, auxiliary verb 2, subject. Is that correct?
A new course?
No, so I'm looking at the beginning of the question. Your formula, what you've used there. Is that correct?
Will you have?
You're changing. You don't have to change the subject. You just have to change the position of the subject. Sorry,
Will
what
you
did you
have?
say? Again,
Will,
sorry.
will you have?
Yeah. So you had the wrong position for the subject.
Will you have?
Good. Yes. Will you have launched your new course by next year? Do you plan to launch any courses, Mega?
Yes, sir.
Really, you want to launch like an online course or something for English or something like that? Really,
Yes,
that's
sir.
good. You have to tell me about that
Phonics,
later.
phonics course.
Okay, good. Yeah. Nisha, let's see what Nisha's got. What has Nisha written, Mega?
Will they arrive at the airport by noon?
Is that
Will
correct?
will they have arrived?
Yeah, you're
Only one
missing
word
the
is
last
missing.
verb, which we'll talk about soon, the main verb. Please correct that, Nisha. Let's have a look what Risa has written. Oh, sorry, I've got lots of pop-ups causing chaos on my computer. Okay, Mega, can you read this sentence from Risa?
Yes, sir. Will they have sent the package by tomorrow?
Is that all good?
Yes, sir. It's good.
Yeah, good. Okay, yeah, we will talk about the formula soon, but it's good just to try and do it automatically first without thinking about formulas. Then we will analyze the formula. Let's go to the second question type, Mega. What's the second question type?
WH questions?
Yeah, so can you give me a WH question?
Yes, sir. When will
When will?
he have? He has, sorry.
Sorry,
When will,
what were you saying? When will he has?
no, sorry, have.
When will he have?
Completed.
Mm.
When will he have completed his year 12?
Probably would you say year 12?
Yet.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's grammatically correct. It's a slightly strange question because usually everyone finishes the year at the same time, though, no?
Okay.
In England, everyone finishes the year in June, I think.
Okay.
But it's
So
grammatically correct.
when will he have completed his project, his new project?
Yeah. Okay. What's the time in India, Mega?
It's 7 o'clock, 7 p.m.
Okay. Have you finished teaching it?
Yeah, I have just switched to online teaching, so I have not got any students yet.
Okay.
Just advertising. I used to teach
Yeah.
offline till last year.
Mm.
Then I took a break and I was developing a course and doing some courses to start online teaching. And now I'm developing the course as well as pub,
Okay.
advertising, marketing. Yes,
Okay. When will you have finished your creating your course? By the end of this year?
this month.
By the end of this month? By the end of May, you will have finished creating your course, yes? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, so let's just see. Do we have any sentences? So it's a bit easier if we analyze everything. Then it'll be easier to do the sentences. Yeah, it's possible, Risa. Where will they have sent the package by tonight? Which one is correct? Okay, let's just analyze. So how do we form these sentences, Mega?
Yes, sir.
So first one, affirmative. What are the three verb parts?
Will have and
Yeah, so which ones are helping verbs and which ones are the main verbs?
will have are helping words.
And the main verb is?
Finished. Finished is the main verb.
Yeah, what is
So-
the form of the main verb?
Past participle form.
Past participle. Okay, yeah, sometimes called the third form. Okay.
Third
So
form.
it could be
We say
finished, it could be any other verb.
third form. Yes.
Okay, so what about the negative? How do we create negative sentences?
Helping verb. We split two helping verbs and write not between them.
Yeah, so it's a standard negative. Whoops, what am I doing? It's the standard negative formula in English. It's the same as the affirmative. We just write a negative word between the two auxiliary verbs. Maybe not, maybe never. And then again, the standard question formula. How do we create questions for this tense, Mega?
Helping verb, then subject. So here in question, we write the subject between two helping verbs.
Yeah.
And then V3 form of the verb. Third form of the main verb.
Yeah. So again, the switch. So subject, auxiliary verb, switch. Not you will have, but will you have launched. Okay. Same for WH questions. WH question, subject. Sorry. WH question, auxiliary verb, subject, auxiliary verb 2. Oh, something wrong with my English. What did I write wrong?
Completed.
Yeah. What is compelled? That is a new word I've never seen before. Okay, let's play the true or false game again. Okay, has anyone done any new sentences in the meantime? No new sentences. Okay, true or false game. Okay, I will have finished teaching by 8 o'clock this evening. Here I actually have 4 verbs. Why do I have 4 verbs, Mega?
Will have finished and teaching.
Yeah, why do I have 4 verbs? What have I done?
I don't know, sir.
So yeah, it's just 2 verbs really. Just verb 1 has 3 parts. And then when you have a second verb in the sentence, it must be either in the gerund or infinitive form. Here it's in the gerund form. Okay, will I have finished teaching by 8 p.m. this evening, Mega?
True.
You are saying true. Why are you saying true?
Because it's then dinner time.
Okay, good logic. Let's see what computer says. Computer, what do you say? Computer says true.
Yay.
I will have finished teaching by about, when I say 8 p.m., that's my time, English time. I will have finished by 3 o'clock my time. That's the end of this live stream. No more lessons today. So we will give you a point, Mega. Now it's time for your sentence. And if you want to play true or false in the comments, write your sentences in and we will play with you. Our teacher will cook dinner. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't cook for you because we are thousands of miles away. Mega, what is your sentence?
I will have
Yes.
I will write the sentence.
Yeah, you can write it in the comments if you want. I can put it on the screen and I can write it in the classroom, in my classroom.
Yes.
I will have finished writing my sentence. Okay. Can you read your sentence?
I will have gone to bed by 10 p.m. tonight.
Okay, so I don't know your sleeping habits, Moga. I don't know what people generally do in India, but I know you're a teacher, and I know that you're working quite hard creating a course tonight. So at the moment, sorry. So I think my answer is maybe false. Is it false?
True.
You will have gone to bed by 10 p.m. tonight.
I'm an early bird.
Okay, what time do you plan on going to bed?
9 o'clock.
Okay, I'm doing quite badly at true or false now. 9 o'clock. So that means you will probably wake up early, will you?
Yes.
Okay, anyone want to play the true or false game in the comments? Dracula? Dracula thinks true. Dracula was correct.
Yes.
It depends if you get sleepy early, Mega, says Nisha. Do you get sleepy early?
Yes, I do. I wake up at
Okay.
5 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, really? That is very early bird-ish. Okay, so I think it's time for our last future tense, Mega, which is?
Future perfect continuous tense.
Yeah, so that's why we call the first perfect tense the future perfect simple, because there is another one. Okay, when do we use the future perfect continuous?
The future perfect continuous tense is used when we are talking about the action which will start in future and continue for some time in the future at a certain period of time.
And?
At a certain period of time.
Yeah, it's hard to describe this one. Yeah, I'll just see what it says. Can you see any explanations online?
Yes.
Or
Sir.
when we use the future perfect continuous?
Yes. Sir.
I can't remember what I say. I don't teach this tense very often. What does it say? What does AI say? AI says, oh, whoops, stupid thing.
The future perfect continuous tense describes an action that will be ongoing up to a specific future point in time.
Yeah, let's write that, shall we? Ongoing future action situation up to a certain future time. It's time for our time diagram again. So it's similar to the simple form we have now, and we have the specific future time, but it is also a little bit different. Remember, the simple form could be any time in this territory here. But here it will go up to. It will go right up to the future time and be like continuous like this. There we go. Have you ever seen these strange diagrams, Mega? Yes? Looks like I've created a fish skeleton. But it's not supposed to be a fish skeleton. It's supposed to be a future perfect continuous time diagram. Okay, Mega, can we have your affirmative sentence?
Yes, sir. I will have been enjoying at beaches
I will have been enjoying at beaches.
Next month.
Oh, dear. We need a bit more information for this tense. Do you remember anything more that we need here?
I will have been enjoying at beaches on 5th of May.
That's not exactly the kind of time information we need, because this is talking about time duration.
Yes, I will have been enjoying at beaches in the first week of May.
So usually the way we do this is we talk about the length of the duration. So for example, so it would be I would have been enjoying. It's quite a complicated sentence. Let's
Please
just
change
say
it.
I've been enjoying beaches. Then we'd have the duration. For example, for 2 weeks,
For 2 weeks.
and then
Next
we
month.
give the specific future time using the preposition by. So can you do this for me? By
Yes,
when?
sir. I will have been enjoying at beaches, right, sir?
Yeah, we can change that later, but I just want to focus on the ending. So
Yes.
by, can you give me a specific
By
future time?
2 weeks. By 10th of May.
Yeah. So it could not be a time duration like 2 weeks. It will have to be a date, really, or a month or a year.
For 2 weeks
But
by next month.
yeah, that it's a bit easier like this. Okay, and again, the English is slightly strange, but I wanted to try and keep it simple. You would say something like, "I will have been enjoying sitting on beaches,"
Okay.
but I don't want it to be too complicated.
Yes, sir.
So I hope that's enough for us to see the formula. Quite difficult now, really. We need all of this stuff. So we need to know the correct auxiliaries, the correct main, and you need to know this. You have 4, then the time duration, then the specific past time at the end. So all of this stuff you need to be correct. Risa has a sentence. What is Risa's sentence, Mega?
I will have been playing badminton next week for 2 hours
Yeah,
long.
does that follow the correct formula? You have some of the correct information, but what is missing?
Specific period of time.
Not that we've got a period of time, 2 hours, but what we need is the specific future time when it ends. So let's go back to your laboratory, Risa. Can you do that one again? Or maybe you could try and correct it for her, Mega. Risa will have been playing badminton.
On, like, I will have been playing badminton for 2 hours on coming Sunday.
So remember, by is what we want. Like the future perfect simple, by will show us the time going up to the specific future time. I'm confused. Yeah, Nisha, don't worry. They get more and more difficult, and this is the most difficult one. So don't worry. Even English teacher Mega is not used to this one. Again, in the future, I will do a whole live stream just for this tense. So don't worry if you're confused. We will try and unconfuse you. So Marisa, maybe I will have been playing badminton for 2 hours by 6 o'clock this evening, for example. I will have been playing badminton for 2 hours
By 6 o'clock
by
this
6 o'clock
this
this
evening.
evening. So we need all of that. We need the verb. Number 1, we need the subject and the verb. And then number 2, we need the time duration. And then we need the specific future time, same as the simple form.
Yes.
Let me put that corrected version. Yeah, so don't worry. This is where it gets very difficult. Let's try another one. Mega, can you do another one?
Yes, sir.
Another affirmative.
Yes, sir. By the time I turn 30, I will have been working here for 10 years.
Okay, so there you've put your specific time at the beginning, haven't you? You can put the specific future time at the beginning or the end. So by the time I turn 30, that's quite a very complicated sentence. Okay, then here is your future verb. And then here's your time duration. So if we use my time diagram here, so now is, so yeah, here is future time by the time I turn 30. And then that's all the time from starting working to now is 30 years. Okay, I hope that hasn't made it more confusing, because that's just a different way of doing it. So you could say, I will have been working here for 30 years by the time I turn 30. So that's
Yes, sir.
verb, time duration, specific future time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's just keep one, so we just have one sentence to help people with the formula. Yeah, maybe with these difficult tenses, they're completely new. We can just analyze them first. So now if we look here, we have 4 parts to the verb. What are the 4 parts to the verb, Mega?
Helping verb, will, then have, been, and infinitive with ing.
Yeah, this is a monster verb. It has 3 helping verbs, 3 auxiliary verbs, will, then have, plus been, all auxiliary verbs. Then the main verb is which form, sorry?
Infinitive with ing, or ing
Yeah.
form of the main verb.
Infinitive plus ing. Okay, then it's important to have all of the components, really. So what is this part here? Mega, for 2 weeks, what do we call that?
Duration of the time?
Yeah, so we call that time duration. And we look at the
Time
diagram,
duration.
it goes from now to the future, or it could go now from a different time, actually, but we will say. Okay, for 2 weeks, so time duration. And what's the last thing? By the end of May is what?
Specific time.
Specific future time.
Future time. Specific future time.
Yeah, so we need all of those elements. Okay. Yeah, again, these are... So probably we should really focus on the affirmative. Most sentences are affirmative, especially in these strange tenses, actually. So they sound a bit strange in the negative, but we can do the negative anyway. Okay, I think people are starting to find this difficult. No one has given us a new sentence yet. So when just try and use that formula.
Yes, just try.
So let's do a negative. As I say, we won't often use negatives, but we can do. Can you give us a negative sentence?
Yes,
Mega?
sir. Yes, sir. I will not have been traveling.
Mm-hmm.
I will not have been traveling
Yeah. Okay, so here will be, according to the formula, time duration.
I will not have been traveling. Sir, I will not have been traveling, or I will have not been traveling. I will have
The
not
first
been.
one, as I've written it, I will not have been traveling.
I will not have been traveling
Time duration.
to Mumbai.
Yeah, that's possible, but that's not the time duration.
Sir, noun. Something where, like,
Time duration.
So traveling where? We have to mention that.
Okay, you could do that.
In
But
the
traveling
first
can be okay without a destination.
Yeah. So to Mumbai. So in the above sentence, we have written beaches.
I'm sorry?
In the first sentence,
Yeah.
it is there beaches, like destination.
Yeah, it's true. But traveling is okay. You don't really need a destination. To be honest, it sounds better without a destination here.
Okay. I will not have been traveling By the next year.
Yeah, so you've given your specific future time, but you haven't given the time duration, have you?
Oh, time duration. For a long time. I haven't been traveling for a long time.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I was thinking with negatives, it sounds a bit strange with specific times. So if you give a more general time like that, it sounds better. It sounds less strange for the negative. I
For
have
a
not
long.
been traveling for a long time or for very long by the end of next year. Yes, is that what you said? By
Yes,
the
sir.
end of next year. There we go. So can you read your sentence out again?
Yes, sir. I will not have been traveling for a long time by the end of next year.
Yeah, good. So we have now and a negative action. So yeah, well, it's a kind of it's a funny one, isn't it? But it is an action, but the part of it is negative. So been traveling by the end of the next year, not a long time. Okay, so how do we make that sentence? Can you tell us the different parts?
Will helping verb, not negative word.
Yeah, so it's just the same again. So it's
Yes.
just the 4 verb parts with a
Oh,
negative word added between auxiliary 1 and auxiliary 2. And then
yes.
we needed again the other 2 parts of the sentence. What did we need here? This one and
Time
this
duration,
time
specific.
duration, and then a specific future time. Yeah, so it's funny when we analyzed it, it's very complicated. So don't worry if you're confused. Well done if you can even start to do well here. Risa has given us a sentence, affirmative, I think. Mega, what has Risa said?
She will not have been meeting for 2 hours by this afternoon.
Yeah, meeting is a verb which sounds strange. Not all verbs work like this because it's not usually a long action, is it? Are you talking about at a meeting?
To meet someone? She means
You're
that.
talking like a meeting, like a work meeting with people in an office. Is that what you mean? So it might not be. You might just use the simple form. She will not have. Sorry, no, that's very again, this is really complicated. So with the negative, we don't really have a specific time. You might have something like for not long or something like that. So, for example, she will not have been at the meeting for long by the end of this afternoon. Yeah, and that was the future simple. You can say she will not have been talking at the meeting for very long by the end of this afternoon. Okay, don't worry. This is super difficult. This needs another live stream, which I will do in the future. So this is just an introduction. So Mega, let's try. I think questions are more normal. Let's try a question. Can we have a future perfect continuous yes, no question?
Yes, sir.
And sorry, let me just change because I think I should probably give a model sentence for affirmative. I would have been working here for 10 years by June. That's just a nice simple sentence for everyone. So question, what is your question, Mega?
Yes. Will you have been completed your graduation?
One more time.
Will you have been
Yeah. Sorry, Mega. This is not really a verb which can be used in the continuous form. This would be a simple form. Because
will you
completed
have
is just a quick action like that. Yeah.
sir, will you have been
Will I have?
completing? Okay.
Yeah.
ING form.
So complete is not a verb we can use in the continuous form.
Yes, sir.
It's
Will
not
you have
something.
been completing?
So it's complete is not a verb we can use. So change a different one.
Will you have been finishing?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, probably just a verb like do. Can we use do?
Will you have been doing? Okay, yes, sir. We can take doing.
Will you have been doing what?
Oh, I wanted to say your graduation by
Yeah,
2026.
so it's not really, graduation is not really a continuous action, is it? That would be a perfect simple form. Will you have graduated by? So we want an ongoing action, for example. Yeah, so will you have been doing your course?
Your course.
And then a specific, then time duration.
Will you have been doing your course?
Again, I think specific time is a bit strange for yes no questions. So maybe
At the
just
end of
similar
this
to
year?
negative. Sorry, say that again.
At the end of this year?
So there's no time duration. Time duration, but I think a general kind of phrase like this one.
Yes, sir. Will you have been doing your course for 5 years by the end of for 5 years?
It's possible, but I think again, I think a general phrase just like this for long, because with yes no questions, it's strange when you give a specific time. For long by the end of this year. And again, these are not really that common actually. It's the WH questions which are common.
Okay.
Okay, so I say maybe, will you have been studying English for a long time by the end of this year, Mega, for example?
Yes, sir.
You
Will
will?
you have been?
How long will it have been? Many years? 10, 20 plus years?
Sorry, sir. I didn't.
Will you have been studying English for long by the end of this year?
Yes, sir.
So how long?
I'm a lifelong learner.
So I will have been studying English for
have-
many years by the end of this year. Okay.
I have been studying English for many years by the end of this year.
I will have. Yeah.
I will have been studying English
Okay.
for many years.
So the
by then.
WH questions are a bit more normal. Okay. So it's more affirmatives and WH questions which are more normal. So can you give me a WH question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you ready?
What time? What have you been studying?
Yeah, hang on. Let me think of the formula here. What have you been studying? So here, I think it will just be part of the time that the question will be. For example, okay, it might be best if I just give example sentences here. So, for example, how long will you have been teaching English by the end of this year, for example?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the answer, Mega? How long will you have been teaching English by the end of this year?
17 plus years.
Really?
I
Mega will have
have
been...
I have been teaching English for 17 plus years.
Yeah, that is the present perfect continuous. You want the future perfect continuous, not I will have been teaching.
I will have been teaching English
Yeah, let's
for
see.
17 plus years by the end of this.
Yeah, good. Okay, I'll give another one and then see if you can copy my formula. It doesn't have to be time. Or does it? I think it might usually be time, actually. How long would you have been teaching?
When will you have been teaching?
Yeah, when doesn't really work here. I think it might just have to be how long. How long will you have been teaching? I'm sorry?
Whom have you been teaching?
Who?
Whom have you been teaching?
That's whom will you have been teaching?
Whom will you be teaching? Whom will you have been teaching?
Yeah, that still sounds a bit strange. It's possible. Yeah, I think this might be used mostly just for sort of time question information. How long will you have been teaching for? Maybe how many students will you have been teaching by the end of this year? Yeah, let's just play the yes no game with affirmative and yes no sentences. Okay, so I will have been teaching. I will have been teaching. Whoops, that's a bit big. I will have been teaching English for 16 years by the end of. No, by October. True or false? What do you think, Mega? True. Why do you say true?
Like, if I will have been teaching for 17 plus years, so you also must be teaching for 16 years.
Why?
Your age is also look like
Oh, okay. You
you are
saw my age. You saw my age on Hello Talk. Or you
no, I didn't, but
you just
just
guessed my age.
by
Okay.
seeing you now on the screen.
Okay, let me see. What does you say? True, yes. What does computer say? Computer says false.
False?
No, sorry, true. I mean, okay. So yeah, I have been teaching English for 16. I will have been teaching English for 16 years by October. I started teaching in October 2009.
2009. Okay. And I started 2007.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's 1 point for you. Okay, so can you write your sentence, Mega?
Yes.
Risa is laughing. Why are you laughing, Risa?
I will have been I will have been
I will have been.
subscribed. I have been
Not I have been. I will have been. So
I
that
will
you're
have,
doing the future perfect simple
I
again.
will have been upgraded to VIP.
So that's the simple form. You want the continuous
I
form.
will have been upgrading.
But
I
it's
will
not. It's
have
not
been
really a process verb. It's just a quick action, isn't it? We need to sort of process long-term action verbs.
okay.
You just upgrade, like you press a button, finish like that. Yes.
I will have been attending.
Yeah, that's a long-term action.
I will have been attending Hello Talk live streams.
Yeah.
Hello Talk live streams for 5 years by May.
Yeah, that means this May, next month.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Good. Did you follow the formula there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think this is maybe true. Is it true?
False.
Oh dear. Well, how long have you been attending Hello Talk live streams for?
2 years.
Let's see. Tricking me, Mega. You have 2 points. You're winning the game. Okay. Does anyone else want to play the true or false game? Future perfect continuous. Arisa has made a question about me. Let's see what this is. Chris will have been playing guitar for 7 years by the end of this year. Arisa, that's correct. I mean, grammatically correct. It's not factually correct. But it's interesting. You wrote a sentence about me. I will have been playing guitar for a long, long time by the end of this year. I started playing when I was about 6, so I won't say how long that is, but it's quite a long time. I will have been playing guitar for a long time by the end of this year. Okay, anyone else want to play this game? So make a sentence about you, and we choose if it's true or false. Risa, Nisha, Dracula. Dracula, are you still there?
Sentence is perfect, no, sir? Grammatically?
Yeah, it is, yeah. But I mean, it's not really the true or false game because I don't think you really know that information about me. But yeah, the answer is false. So grammatically correct. Risa, can you write a sentence? It's false. You didn't know that, did you? I don't think you know that much about me, Risa. So can you make sentences about yourselves, Arisa, Nisha, Dracula? And then it will be time to go. Anyone? Are you brave enough to make this sentence? So remember the formula. There's lots of stuff we need. So you need your verb, which has 4 little parts. Auxiliary verb 1, auxiliary verb 2, auxiliary verb 3, main verb. Then you'll need the time duration. Then you'll need the specific future time. You need all of that stuff. Okay, does anyone have a sentence? Everyone's thinking very hard. Dracula, I would have been studying. I think you're thinking about a conditional there. I will have. Okay, remember, Nisha, specific time durations with negatives are a little bit weird, but it's correct. Maybe can we have an yeah, and let me see. It's correct, so we can choose. What do you think, Mega? True or false? Nisha will not have been studying for 5 years by next month. True or false? I don't know how old Nisha is.
Yeah.
I think he's from Indonesia. I don't know if they teach English in school. So I think it might be false. Is it true or false, Nisha?
True.
I don't know. I'm asking Nisha. Only Nisha knows. Your sentence, Nisha, is it true? Yeah, so you think true. I think...
False.
I think he will have been studying for 5 years by next month. You have to tell us. False. Okay, what's the answer? Yeah, so for true or false game, I think we really want affirmative. Remember, negatives are a bit unusual for this usual tense. Risa is writing sentences about us, Mega, about me and you, which is interesting. I don't know how she knows about us. Mega, can you read the sentence about you?
Mega will have been making cake for 3 hours by this month.
Okay, it's possible. It's a bit strange. Usually you would say for a time in weeks or months or years, not hours. And not this month. It will be a future time. This month is not a future time. It's not specific enough. So we need to change that. For example, yeah, it's all a tiny bit strange. Mega will have been making cakes for 3 weeks by the beginning of next month. Might make more sense. And also, the meaning is a bit strange, Risa, because I don't think you know about Mega. So can you write a sentence about you? So I will do a sentence which makes more sense. Mega will have been making cakes for example, 2 years by the beginning of... I can't even spell.
This year?
So we want... So it has to be a specific future time.
2026?
Yeah, so next year. Can I even spell? Sometimes I can't spell in English. There we go. Whoops, and I've made a mistake as well. What is my mistake?
Mega will have.
Yeah, I missed out auxiliary verb number. I can't even
Been
remember.
making.
We'll have number 2. Yeah, so complicated. Yeah, we see when I'm thinking and teaching, things go wrong. I'm writing. Dracula. What does Dracula say, Mega?
Dracula. Tomorrow I will have been playing with my friends in the evening at 6 o'clock.
Dracula. Has Dracula followed the correct formula?
There is no duration of time.
Yeah, there's no time, duration, and the preposition
no
we want is
time.
by. For example, I will have been playing with my friends for several hours by 6 o'clock.
By
So
6
go
o'clock.
back to the sample sentence. Don't worry, this is very hard. I recommend you get your grammar book and you do a whole page of exercises, future perfect, continuous. This is just a quick introduction. Remember, there's my sample sentence. I will have been working here for 10 years by June. Okay, let's see if anyone can get a good sentence. Someone had a good sentence before. Dracula, can you change your sentence for me, please? Marisa, can you write a sentence about you, please? Not me or Mega. Because this true-false game is about you. You know about you. Okay, then we can go. We will have been studying English for over 2 hours by the end of this live stream.
True.
Yeah, it is. We will have been. Let me write that. So some people ask, do we use these unusual tenses in English? The answer is yes. We use them all the time. Most native speakers will not know what they are called. Dracula has something to say. Okay, it looks a bit better. Whoops. Tomorrow I'll have been playing with my friends in the evening at 6 o'clock. Is this correct now?
Tomorrow I will have been
Yeah,
playing.
that's not even a correction. It's the same thing, isn't it?
And the third correction is also the
Sorry,
same.
there's a correction here. What am I doing?
But there is no time duration.
Yeah, so you have to. You can use from, but you have to be more precise. You can't say from the evening. What does that mean? You could say, I will have been playing with my friends from 4 to 6. But, or we could just use the duration phrases before. I will have been playing with my friends for 2 hours by 6. Yeah, it is difficult. There's lots and lots of stuff you have to get correct. So yeah, if you want to get good at this tense, get your grammar book, find future perfect continuous, do a whole page of exercises, do it with your teacher if you have one, and do it some more. You can't just suddenly get good.
Sir,
Sorry?
sorry, I interrupted. I missed what you taught. If I don't write 4, then what is the other option?
Yeah, I wanted to keep it simple, but I suppose Dracula shows we could use from. I will have been playing with my friends from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So that's another way of expressing time duration, really, isn't it? Risa, that looks a bit better. What does Risa say now, Mega?
I will have been traveling to another city for 2 weeks by the end of this year. Correct.
Yeah, good. It's possible, yeah. Okay,
Correct.
and then we have to play the true or false game. I think this is false. Risa, is this true or false?
False.
You think it's false because?
She's not traveling, I know. Oh, end of this year. Okay.
Yeah, it just sounds like an example sentence you've invented.
Yes,
I don't think
just
it's true.
sounds like
But
an
the main point was to get your English good. So yeah, don't expect to have all of these perfect, especially the more unusual ones like future perfect, simple, future perfect, continuous. This is just an introduction. Do your own self-study on your own, or practice with a native speaker, practice with your teacher. And I will do separate live streams for all of these 4 tenses. So now it's time for a quick recap, a review. What did we do today, Mega?
We did future tense today. There are 4 types of future tenses.
Yeah. When is the future? When is all of the future? Is it now, before now, or after now?
After now.
Good. So we started with the future simple, and a lot of people don't realize there are actually 3 forms of the future simple. And what are they?
Future simple form, sir.
What are the 3 forms of the future simple?
Will plus future.
So it's just called the future with will, and then the other 2?
The future with will. Then to be going to, and
Yeah, future with be going to, and the third
be
future
going
form,
to, and
third future simple form is?
present continuous tense. Be
Yeah,
and
we will call it present continuous for the future.
present continuous.
Okay, are there any differences between these 3 future forms?
Yes, sir. The going to and present continuous are used to tell about the arrangements.
Just plans. Okay, an
They're just
arrangement is kind of a plan with lots of information. Okay, that's
is
enough
used
basic
to tell
information.
the-
Sorry,
sorry.
and then the second one we did.
Present
Second,
continuous tense.
no, not the present continuous tense.
Future continuous tense.
Yeah, good. When do we use the future continuous?
We use future continuous tense to describe an action which will be going on at a specific period of time in the future.
Yeah, what will you be doing at this time tomorrow?
I will be attending your live stream at this time
This
tomorrow.
time? No, unfortunately I don't do
Oh,
Tuesday. It's the one
yeah.
weekday I don't do.
Then I will be working
You
at this
won't
time
be
tomorrow.
attending my live stream at this time tomorrow. You'll be working or walking?
Working.
Working. Okay, and then the third future tense we did was what?
Future perfect tense.
Which future perfect tense?
Future perfect simple tense.
Yeah. When do we use the future perfect simple?
We use future perfect simple tense to describe an action which will have been completed at a specific period of time in future.
Yeah. What will you have done by the end of today? So you will probably just tell me the important things. What will you have done by the end of today?
I created one topic.
Sorry.
Course.
I what?
I created one.
So what will you have done by the end of today?
I will have attended the live stream.
Sorry, maybe you did use the auxiliary verb. I didn't hear it. I will have attended the live stream. Anything else?
I will have attended the live stream. I will have cooked and had my food.
Yeah, I would have cooked dinner. I would have been to a live stream. I will have gone for a walk, maybe.
I will have gone for a walk.
Yeah. So
I
when
will have
created
a course.
Worked on my course. I don't think you have finished it.
I will have worked on my course. Yes.
Yeah, good. So when we ask this question, what you have done, you say the important things. You don't say, I will have brushed my teeth or I will have had a shower. You just say, yeah, the important things. I will have worked on my course. I will have attended a live stream. I will have cooked dinner. Yeah, and then what is the fourth future tense that we did?
Future perfect continuous tense.
Yeah, and when do we use that?
We use future perfect continuous tense to describe an ongoing future action to describe an action which will be going on in future for a certain period of time.
Up to a certain future time. Okay, how long will you have been going to my live streams by the end of this month?
How long have you... Sorry, sir, can you please...
How long will you have been going to my live streams by the end of this month?
I will have been going to your live streams for many times by the end of this year.
Yeah, I'd give it a time duration for about a A month? About
For
it's not that
about,
long. It's not that long, is it? A few weeks.
yeah, for
By the end
about
of
2
this,
weeks.
by the end of this month, I think.
For
Did I
about 2
say?
weeks.
Yeah. So the end of this month is like 2 days, isn't it? So yeah, you will have been going to my live streams for about 2 weeks by the end of this month. Okay. So as a teacher, Mega, which of those tenses do you regularly use or teach?
Like as a part of the syllabus, I have to teach all 12 types of tenses, but usually in communication we use simple tenses.
So you do teach the future perfect continuous?
Yes,
Not often, I guess.
just as a part of the syllabus.
Sure. Okay. I think that's everything. Look at the time, 2 hours, 20 minutes. That was quite a thorough examination of the future tenses. Yeah, it's in a way it's harder than some of the other tenses because just the simple tense has 3 forms. So that's a bit annoying. Okay, well, you all seem to have survived. No one has commented for a little bit. Maybe I have damaged your brains badly and you're all having a rest.
No,
Sorry.
sir, you
It's
taught us very well. We got many things cleared, like we understood many things clearly after this live stream. Many things got cleared.
That's good. Cleared up. Yes. So for
Your
some
way of
people,
teaching is very good, sir.
thanks. Yeah, and it's available on YouTube to watch again.
Yes,
So
sir.
for some of you, it would just be an introduction. It's not enough yet. Done that, finished. You just have to look over it again and again. Keep practicing
Yes,
on
sir.
your own self-study. I said get a page full of you need a page full of exercises, and you will do those and be better. Thank you so much, teacher, says Risa. Let's just share Risa's comment. Unfortunately, you were late. Yeah, we can watch the live stream back if you want to, Risa. Okay, so it's time to say goodbye. My next live stream will be on Hello Talk, actually, Wednesday. It should be the usual time, 1 o'clock UK time, 8 o'clock Beijing time, 5:30 Indian time. Was that 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Jakarta time? And that will be IELTS listening. Do you know anything about IELTS listening, Mega?
Not much, sir.
You haven't done
My
IELTS, no?
No, actually, my one of my cousins is in Canada, so he
Mm.
was insisting me to go there. So that time I just explored IELTS because I have to give IELTS, no clear IELTS before going there. So I that time I just saw
Mm.
the 4 parts of this listening, speaking, writing, and reading. Four
So you
skills,
know a bit about it.
little
Yeah.
bit, yes.
Very important exam, especially if you want to study in English speaking countries or just an English speaking course. And the listening, I haven't done it much. So that's important. I'll do that tomorrow on Hello Talk. And then Thursday will be the same on YouTube. I think at the same time, 1 o'clock UK time. And then I think I'll do a story on Friday. Okay, thanks to everyone who came. Thank you, Dracula, for coming, all your comments, Risa, Nisha, the usual characters, some new people. And especially thank you to my onstage guest who made things much
Thank you, sir.
easier and better for our live stream. So I'll let you go now, Mega. I hope
Yes.
to see you again.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye, Mega. Okay, everyone. So that's it for now. Next live stream will be Wednesday, 1 o'clock UK time. IELTS speaking. Okay, finished. Over and out.